Hi there! In this video, I'll show you how to use Sheetgo's business unit workflow template for Excel. It's ideal for companies with multiple markets, subsidiaries, or product lines, or anyone looking for a simple way to track the revenue, gross profit, and earnings for separate business units. The template combines all of this data and automatically calculates the EBITDA for different parts of your business. Unlike a standard spreadsheet template, this Sheetgo workflow contains 4 separate but connected Excel files. Data flows between them via Sheetgo connections. Sheetgo connections enable you to automate data transfer between multiple files. So that means that you can analyze the performance and profitability of different parts of your business without any specialist software, just spreadsheets. A spreadsheet-based system is very scalable, so if you use spreadsheets to manage other parts of your business, such as sales or operations, you can connect those files to your business unit workflow and create an integrated data management system across your entire company. When you have lots of people working in the same shared spreadsheet, it can become large and slow. Plus, there's a higher chance of making mistakes. A workflow with separate files is lighter to process, and it also gives you more accurate data and better data privacy since each colleague works in their own spreadsheet. This is ideal for business unit monitoring. Because each unit operates independently, you can keep data flows separate. Now, how does it work? The Sheetgo business unit workflow contains 4 connected Excel files. 3 of these files are for individual business units. The managers or accountants from that unit use their personal copy of this file to register their forecast or budget, as well as their actual income or expenses. Data from these 3 files then flows into the 4th file in the template, the business unit performance master sheet. This spreadsheet gives managers a central overview of all the key financial metrics for each business unit and calculates the EBITDA for each in an automated report. To add more business units to the workflow, you can just copy and connect more files. Okay, now let's take a look at how to set up the system. To install the business unit workflow, you click in the link that I'll put in the video description below. Sign in either with Google, Dropbox, or Microsoft. Let me sign in with Microsoft. And here we are at the installation page of our business unit workflow template. You simply click Install Template right here, and then you can choose where you want to store this template, and I'm going to select SharePoint. So let's click right here and give Sheetgo some time to install the copies of the template to your SharePoint account. There we go. The workflow was installed in my SharePoint account, and here in Sheetgo we have it open on the Workflow tab, where you can see all the different connections and the files in this workflow. Like I mentioned before, there are 4 files in this workflow, 3 business unit spreadsheets and your master sheet. And here we have the connections. We have one connection that merges all the business registers into the master sheet. We see that right here in our workflow overview. And then we have 3 configuration connections, and these come from the master sheet and flow into each business unit separately. Let me open the master sheet first to show you where the data flows into and how we create our dashboards. Here we are. Our master sheet called Business Unit Performance Analysis contains 4 tabs, as you can see right here. Right now we are in the Instructions tab, and it gives you the steps to set up this template. In the Configuration tab, you register your different account names. Simply remove these ones and fill out your own. Then the dashboard gives you a visual overview of the EBITDA per business unit. This includes the sales and total costs per business unit compared to the budget. The last step in this master sheet is our Consolidated Business Registers tab. Here, the data from the different business unit spreadsheets is merged with Sheetgo. This is a connected tab, so just to remind you, you should not edit any of this because this flows automatically from your input sheets. Let me open one of those business unit files. I'm back in the workflow and I'm going to open Unit 1. There we go. Here is where you register your budgeted and actual income and expenses for each business unit. So we need to give a copy of this file to each department or business unit. Remember that we have 3 in this workflow. This is business unit 1. You can rename it, of course, according to the name. Then click on this green share button to share it with the correct colleague. Here as well we have an instructions tab just to remind you of the steps to set up this workflow. We have a configuration tab, and this simply brings the account names from your master sheet automatically into this spreadsheet. You do not have to edit this either because it's a connected tab. The only thing you need to do in this workflow is fill out your registers. As you can see, our template contains sample data. You simply delete this or overwrite this information with your own. You fill out your account name, the real versus budget, so define if your input is real or it's an estimate of the future, the date and the amount, of course. Once you've shared all of these business units with the correct person and they've started entering their own data, you want to update these connections to flow into the master sheet and update your EBITDAs per business unit. To do so, go back to the workflow, and right here we're going to click Run Workflow. This updates all the connections in this workflow and refreshes the data in your master sheet. But to ensure that your dashboard is always up to date without having to do this manually, you can schedule automatic updates by clicking here on Automate. Let's turn this toggle button on. Now it will run automatically once a day between 10 and 11 a.m. Of course, you can adjust this earlier or later. And you can also select on which days you want your workflow to run. Do that right here. Lastly, if other managers also want to monitor all of these business units, you can share the entire workflow with them via this button right here. That's how you use Sheetgo's business unit performance workflow for Excel. Check out the description for more information and our team's contact details. And feel free to comment below if you have any questions, of course. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Sheetgo's YouTube channel for more step-by-step tutorials. Thank you very much.